In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to reset your change engine oil light or your engine oil life, which is displayed at the bottom part of your dash on the digital display along with the odometer. And I only recommend doing this when you have successfully completed an oil change or had, an oil change done, at Jiffy Lube or something, because sometimes they don't reset these lights. Now, I'm going to show you another way of doing this. You can do this with the car on or with the car off. This is better than the gas pedal 5 times trick that you just have to turn a key on without the engine running, because sometimes you have to be super fast and you just can't get it, or sometimes for some reason the computer won't pick it up. I've had that problem before where it's taking like 10 tries to do this, and it's really annoying. So what you can do, let's just say you're at a Jiffy Lube or a Rapid Lube or somewhere you drive in and drive out and your oil's changed, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, some of them do not want to reset this light. They tell you it's up to you to do it, and some are courteous and will reset your light. Now, just because your light is on, I don't recommend resetting this again until you've made sure you have drained that oil and got a fresh oil change. Don't just do it just because you want that light to go off, because that's kind of pointless. If you're bad on vehicle maintenance, then just leave it alone. There's a lot of guys that will reset that and say, I just changed the oil, but any other mechanic or anybody that goes with you to purchase a car can check the oil and code and say, hey, that oil's not been changed, or hey, it's due. Usually if oil's not been changed, we all know it's dark. Or just ask the person, hey, do you have a receipt for the oil change, or receipt for the purchase of oil, whatever, blah, blah. Usually if they're trying to sell a car, it's legit. Just don't go resetting your engine oil light just because you want to. So anyway, without further ado, I'll show you guys how to do this. So you like I said, you can do this with it running or with it off. I'll show you with it running. So basically, let's say you're in a scenario where you just pull out a Jiffy Lube, and you want this light reset, this engine oil light that would normally be up here. Guys, I've already reset mine. So my engine oil life is going to say, and it does already down there at the bottom, it says 100%. So I will show you how to successfully complete a reset on it. I've just literally reset mine like 5 minutes ago, so it's not going to hurt to do another reset to show you. It won't roll these numbers back over, but on yours it will. So if this light up here is illuminated, it will also go off. There will be a light up here. It'll flash like 3 or 4 times, I believe. So anyway, like most YouTube videos say, turn the ignition on without the thing running, press the accelerator pedal, blah, blah, blah. Some cars I've had that work, some I haven't. So anyway, ignore the ABS light. It's a wheel speed sensor. But anyway, so here's the trick. So you take this down here. This is what you use, as you can see, to toggles through to get you to that menu. Toggles through to get you that menu. So I'll turn this flashlight off. So I'm going to use these buttons. Turn this off here to get you to the engine oil life again. Okay, as you guys see, that's 100%. Now I've already reset it, so like I said, my numbers will not change. But now I'll show you this trick without this accelerator pedal. Obviously you don't want to press your accelerator pedal with it running. That's not how that trick is supposed to work. You're supposed to do it with the car off. But this is with the car running. You can reset your change engine oil light and this engine oil life. Okay, so turn the flash on and show you what you have to do. Once you have that pulled up, where it says engine oil life at 100, you come down here, you just hit that enter button. You just hold it. As you see, I'm holding the enter button. Now watch my dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I guess that was about 6 flashes. That resets the light, and if your engine oil life is down, it will bring it back to 100%. Now, my disclaimer on this is I don't rely on that. I rely on normal maintenance. If every 3,000 miles you change your oil. Also, when you have a lot of miles, like this one has literally 319,000 miles on it. I will show you. I don't know what the status is. Let me get it back to this thing. It's just, again, you toggle, there it went. I just had the odometer. 319,225 miles. So I don't know if this motor's ever been changed, guys, but this thing purrs like a kitten. But it does use a little oil. So every few hundred miles, I check it just to make sure it's full. I check it every time I fill up. I figure about every 1,000 miles, 1,500 miles, I use a quart. So before two oil changes, I probably use before a oil change, I probably use 2 quarts of oil. When you get high miles like this, it is worth it to check the oil. I've actually switched to synthetic. It seems to help. This engine does not smoke. Anybody that knows these 4.2 Trailblazers, and like I said, this trick will work on the 5.3 Trailblazer, but anybody knows these. They're known for, every engine is prone to use oil, but these are, for some reason, these engines have issues. I've just been lucky to be able to have this engine in this car for so long. Yes, I have replaced the transmission at probably about 250,000 or 60,000 miles rather, and just keep this old girl a trucking. It is an 04 with hardly any rust, and no rust on the body. Just, there's a little bit on the frame, nothing that's causing it to decay. I try to keep it washed in the winter, take care of it, but that's how you do this engine oil light on a 04 Trailblazer. I hope it works on many others. I'm assuming it'll work for anything that's got this steering wheel control. It was just a trick I learned. I thought I'd pass it along. I would figure, I'm trying to give you guys some advice. Anybody that's looking to buy one, these are known for oil restriction problems, things like that. So keep your oil changed at a regular thing. Do not rely on that. But that engine oil life, I don't rely on. But if you keep your oil changed regularly, use the right viscosity of oil. If you start having problems, guys, don't use any engine oil that has additives in it or stop leak or anything. Just fix the problem. Literally, if it's the gasket, change it, whatever. Some of these motors, like I said, this one uses some oil. I have no leaks. She's bone dry under there. So obviously it's burning a little bit. I just check it regularly. And these Trailblazers will last you a long time. Also, I will tell you, when you change a transmission in one of these, I noticed that my cooler that was in the radiator was pretty roughed up and full of junk. So we went ahead and blew out the lines and put a cooler on them. I recommend that if you ever have to change a transmission on any car, buy an aftermarket transmission cooler and change it, as well as the lines that go to it if they are full of crud. We just took a hose and blew out our lines and then put them on the new cooler. I got a transmission. It was used, but the cooler the transmission does not like to be hot. So you figure when the cooler is running through your engine, through the radiator itself, which is the same coolant temperature as your car, your transmission is running between, right now, see, normal operating temps 210. So about 210. Generally, the cooler keeps it a lot cooler than that, as long as you put it in the proper location. There's just a few things to think about on these Trailblazers. So just kind of advice for any cars. Sorry I'm going on and on, but I showed you guys a trick for the light. If you need any Trailblazer advice, or any vehicle advice for that matter, feel free to comment. I might be making other videos. People ask for certain vehicles if I'm working on one, or need some advice. I can get on there and give them some advice. So yeah, I will be making more videos after this one. But I hope you guys have a good night. And this ends my video on the engine oil life light and the change engine oil light on the 2004 Chevy Trailblazer. Just try it on all the other vehicles and just see. Comment and let me know if it works on other ones, but I'm pretty sure it will, because GM and Chevrolet, they're about the same thing. Also the Buicks and stuff, they have all them buttons and stuff on the dash. So I've tried it, like I said, on 02. Guys, just keep me posted. Thanks.